Hi, I wanted to check in with all of you regarding your next essay on loyalty. It's a difficult essay in some ways. You're having to pull some information from Sandel's book and then apply it to either Strength in What Remains or to Hotel Rwanda. Regardless of which one you choose, you still need to watch Hotel Rwanda. You can get it on Netflix or you can Google it and Amazon. You could also get it off YouTube. And once you do that, I'd like you to answer the discussion questions and turn those in. You might find after watching it, though, that you want to write your paper analyzing the loyalty in that movie. I think the loyalty there is really interesting to look at. And you will need to use Hotel Rwanda later in your final essay with the graphic novel, and I'll explain that later. So depending upon which one you choose, it's important that you really understand the difference between modern liberals and critics' view of loyalty that Sandel presents. So I've given you a PowerPoint that will go through that a little bit with you, and if you have more questions on that, I'd be happy to answer them. But basically the modern liberal point of view believes that all loyalty should be voluntary, and that you can choose to make your family or your country your obligation, but that has to be free choice. Whereas critics don't believe that you really have, that you do have an obligation, and that there is no voluntary sort of element to some aspects of loyalty. And so I think genocide actually gives us a situation where we have to see how people are put into the extremes. So Paul in the movie Hotel Rwanda may start out using one form of loyalty, but then have to switch his form of loyalty because of what happens during the genocide. I think genocide or acts of violence or severe circumstances can push our loyalties in different ways. And so that's sort of what we're looking at in this essay. If you I recommend you read the prompt thoroughly. I give a lot of examples in the prompt, and I also give some ideas about how to set it up. So I think those would be helpful for you. So look at the PowerPoint, read over the prompt really carefully as you get started, and then be sure to watch the film and answer the discussion questions. We're going to be moving pretty quickly, and while I don't want you to turn in poor quality work and I want you to turn it in on time, if you need an extra day here or there on something, please feel free, just let me know that it's going to take you an extra day to get it done, because I've had a harder time getting things back to you on time as well. So I'm totally understanding of that. And I've just finished my other in-person class, so I'm no longer teaching in person, so I'll be able to devote all my time now in the next few weeks just to you guys. So let me know if you need any help. And if you have any questions, I'm totally happy to answer those for you. I also recommend watching, there's an online, it's on YouTube, and it's called Ghosts of Rwanda, and it is a documentary, and it interviews the real General Dallaire, who's Colonel Oliver in the film, and it interviews a lot of the real people. And so I think it could be a helpful documentary to watch. It's worth your time, and it might also be something that will help you come up with a person who you want to compare and look at their loyalty. So I recommend that, and then Hotel Rwanda, and then sort of working on the draft. If your draft, try to get a couple pages. You could even on your draft, what this is going to be due in a few days, you could even turn in an outline, and that would be totally fine with me. I just want to get a sense of where you're going, and I can give you feedback for that and points for that as well. So if you have questions, let me know. Good luck, and I look forward to reading the papers. Thanks.